What's up, YouTube? It's Kylie Morton here, and we are back again. And today we're going to be talking about how to deal with the haters, okay? Something that happens when you get on social media. It's just part of it, and I know that I urge you guys so much to join social media, and I'm not urging you to join so you can get hated on, because that is not at all what I'm saying here. But there's like 5 billion some social media users, okay? Chances are you are definitely going to get hated on for no reason at some point or another, not just because of cancel culture, because you said something that was out of pocket. Literally just posting being yourself, you're going to get hated on it to some extent or another. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how you can kind of deal with that, how you can navigate that, how you can go through the motions of it, make sure that your feelings are still validated and you're not just like pushing them down, because that doesn't do good either. So that's what we're going to get into today. That way you guys can hopefully start using social media more and knowing how to navigate that world of things, because social media is a really beautiful thing, guys. It's like a digital diary. Plus you get the opportunity to work with other creators, other brands. You can overall just grow yourself so much when you have a social media account that is actually being taken care of, I guess, and you're investing time into it and you're really kind of watering it. It's like a plant. The more you water it, the more attention that you give it, all of that stuff, the more it's going to grow and flourish. So that is something that I really want, hopefully, for you guys to kind of start picking up as we get halfway through this year, and hopefully for the following years, that you guys start taking social media seriously and investing in yourself, because that's what all of this is about. But anyways, aside from that, let's go ahead and get into it. There's a couple different ways that you can kind of address social media hate. You can either, I guess, kind of just delete the comment as you see it. You can set up different type of like provisions on your account. For me, I know that I have a lot of different censors on mine. That way certain comments can't be made, certain people can't tag me in content, things like that, just because of security and privacy reasons on my end. I don't want to be associated with anything that can be out of pocket, anything that kind of goes against what I believe in, what I stand for, anything that promotes any type of negative behavior in that aspect. I try and limit myself from, stay away from, want nothing to do with ever. So it's one of those things where you can set up those provisions on your account so that you don't have to be associated with that in any way, or see anything that can kind of disrupt your peace. Because at the end of the day, even if they're not directly hating on you, they can still associate a topic of hate to you. I try and avoid topics being an association with it like that, and just people are going to make the assumptions that they make, but they can't directly link it to me if I have those provisions on my account set up. And in addition to that, like I said before, you can just delete the comment. But it's also kind of important too to take into account who are these people that are leaving the hate comments. So for me, whenever I get a hater, I go ahead and I check on their profile, and generally it's the same story over and over again. It's just no profile picture, no followers, no post, just a dead account, which usually kind of indicates to me it's someone that probably knows me, that is just kind of trying to indirectly hate because they don't really have the balls to go ahead and actually say it themselves to me. So it's one of those things to kind of take into account, like, all right, you went through all this work to go ahead and make an account to hate on me. I'm actually flattered. Like, wow, that means a lot that you went through all of that work just so that you could go ahead and try to put me down, and it didn't work. So it's one of those things to kind of take into account as that's happening to you. Now, let's go ahead and say that you make a post and someone just leaves a hate comment just to be nasty, and they do have stuff on their page. You can navigate that situation in a couple of different ways. So you can either go ahead and do the same thing where you just take it down and delete it. You can try and talk back a little bit. That's a more of a bolder approach. I don't recommend doing that if you can't handle getting more hate back on it, because a lot of the times what's going to happen, well, one of two things happens when you do this. Either they're going to rebuttal back with something meaner, or they're just going to completely stop and delete their comment. I have personally reached the point where I know exactly what kind of buttons to push to get them to just delete the comment themselves, because to me it feels more like a victory. But I'm also okay with getting torn apart, because I've been doing this since I was 12 or 13. So honestly, the first time that I ever got a hate comment, I was 12 or 13, and I made a post, which I'll go ahead and probably link it up if I can even find it. I think I honestly deleted it and archived it and got it off of everything. But I was smiling, the sunset was in the back, I was with my bike, and I didn't have my Invisalign done yet, and I might have still had glasses at the time. But either way, when you're 12 or 13, it's a very like insecure time of your life. You're still trying to figure out who you are. I was still in Fast House, so it was a long time ago. And I just remember making the post or whatever, I was smiling, and my teeth were pretty janky at the time. These two were smaller than the rest of them, so it just all looked out of funk. It made all my other teeth look weird. Got called tomater for a little bit. Just got ripped apart. I got called shark teeth in that post, and that's what really sent me over the edge, because it was the first time I ever got hated on, like, not just being talked to in person, because there's a difference between crap talking in person, like among your friends, versus someone who's just a stranger kind of coming on and tearing you down. And because you're 12 or 13, you get easily influenced and you're easily trying to see like what other people think of you. So I remember it was one of those things where I instantly, like, my body like took a screenshot. It's like that instant like drop in your stomach where you're like, oh, like they think I'm ugly, like, and then you go down this whole rabbit hole where you're just like, oh my god, I'm not good enough, like, and you're instantly just trying to change everything overnight. And lucky for me, like, it was quarantine time, so I was able to be kind of like mysterious, and I just dipped away for a while. I switched to contacts. I got Invisalign done. I went and saw an actual, like, it wasn't necessarily like a filler, but I basically got filler done on my teeth so that they're the normal size. So these two teeth are fake, if you guys didn't know. Yeah, just because that was something that really hit close to home for me, and I was sick of getting made fun of for it, especially because, like, growing up I was on the bigger side, so I was already insecure about wanting to be pretty and all of that stuff compared to all the other girls that were around me, all the different people that I was seeing, stuff like that. I always felt kind of out of place with that. So it was one of those things where when I started getting hate like that, it was finally time for me to get justice for my younger self and kind of be like, you know what, screw these people, I don't care what they think. And that was the last time that I ever let a hate comment get to me that bad. So 12 or 13, so it's been almost 7 years now since I've let a hater get to me at that point. So it's one of those things where it just takes time. It's a learning experience to go through the motions on and learn that at the end of the day, if they're hating on you and you did nothing wrong, it's just because they know that you're doing something bigger than them and that you are bigger than them. And honestly, it's just more proof that you need to keep doing what you're doing, because it means you're doing something right. If they're hating on you, they want to try and bring you down and drag you down so that you're on their level, so that they feel better about themselves. They want you to feel reliant on their approval, and they want you to feel kind of inferior to them in a way, even if you don't know them, even if they have nothing on their platform. So it's one of those things where you kind of want to rise above it. I have gotten to the point a couple of times now, and I'm not proud to admit this, where if I'm bored one night and I'm just kind of sitting there, I'll go ahead and go through the hate comments and I'll click on them. And the ones that do have a profile, I have taken it to the extent where I'll take a screenshot of it and I'll find their mom and they're tagged like things, because you know how moms tag like their kids and stuff. Well, Instagram has a tagged location where you can see what they've been tagged in. I'll click on the tagged location, find a parent, send the screenshot, and be like, wow, really disappointed in your child, and I don't even know them. Like, you should really pay more close attention to what they're doing. And usually the comment gets taken down and I get an apology. So you can't do that. Sometimes though, you also just kind of got to feel sorry for them, like, wow, they don't have a good enough environment, and clearly this is all that they're being surrounded by, which is why they're reflecting it in that way. So maybe you're on the other side of this. Maybe you've been someone who's left a hate comment and who's tried to tear someone down. Well, joke's on you. It didn't work, clearly, because, you know, all that it's doing is making you look bad and making karma come back to you 10 times worse. So it's one of those things, just spread the love, spread the positivity. Nobody needs to hate. Nobody needs to bring anyone down. At the end of the day, it's not going to accomplish anything, and all you're doing is wasting your time. So it's one of those things, be positive with it and be gracious to yourself too, okay? I know that we all kind of overanalyze stuff with social media and compare ourselves to other people, but comparison is the theft of joy. We don't need it. We don't need anything to do with it. We're all unique and beautiful in our own ways and all of that stuff. And that's one of those things that social media is also beautiful in, because it gets you exposed to so many different people and so many different cultures and food and things like that, to where you can start to appreciate those things and appreciate the individuality that every single thing has. So like I said, guys, this is the year of growth and all of that good stuff, but this is the first one going on the becoming a brand section of the site. So this means that we officially have 3 videos up for each section of the site that we have released so far. There's probably going to be more sections getting released in the future, but I figured right now these are the good ones to start out with. So we have the mental health for athletes, training tips and tricks, and becoming a brand. So those are our 3 sections that are going to the website. This is it, guys. This is the last video that we needed before we could drop this website. So it's kind of bittersweet, I'm not gonna lie, because I've been sitting on this website for a bit just trying to get everything done and the final touches. So depending on when you see this, website might already be up. It's hard to say, but thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the links in all of my bios. There's going to be a link tree. You're going to see a link to the website if it's up. If it's not up, then you just got to be patient and wait and stick it out with me. But we're close, guys. It's about to be here. The website is about to drop, and then you'll get to kind of just read the vlogs instead of hearing me yap. But if you enjoy hearing me yap, then good for you, because guess what? We're still going to be dropping these yapping videos, but you guys will have the option now between reading opposed to listening. Maybe you're in the car and this is easier to listen as we're going, because I've been told that I have a very podcasty style, the way that I talk before. So who knows? Whatever boat that you're in, I just appreciate that you're listening, watching, reading, whatever the case may be. I appreciate it. I love all the love and support that you guys have given me so far on wanting to start this up. And even though we're only 3 videos in, it does feel like we've been doing this for a little bit now, and I know it's only just been back-to-back days, but like I said, I really am enjoying it, and I'm enjoying all of the feedback that you guys are giving me. So yeah, make sure to stick around. And if you guys haven't noticed, I have been putting bloopers in at the end after the end credits go. So I don't know if you guys have been sticking around to watch those or not, but I do enjoy doing those. So make sure to go ahead and keep your eyes peeled for those, because I'm sure we're going to do a compilation. Maybe we'll have like some insider news getting dropped on the blooper soon. It's hard to say, but it's always good to kind of watch the video out, because I do sprinkle stuff in at the end. But like I said, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'm going to get back to working on that website, and we're going to get dialed and get to going. I've already filmed this video 3 times. 3 times. And I haven't liked any of the takes. So I'm just gonna keep reliving my trauma for y'all. This is gonna be like a hard video to like keep high energy on. We're gonna really try, not only because of like the topic, but also because I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep in a dream. But I have no regrets. Okay, I think I'm just gonna send it and not overthink anything that I say for the entire time. And I'm just gonna fire it off.